What's going on, my friends? Welcome back to the Financial Freedom Show with Chase Lawson. I'm your host, Chase Lawson, and for those just meeting me, personal finance is one of my biggest passions. This is a subject that I've spent most of my life learning about and educating myself on. I'm also the author of the best-selling book, Financial Freedom, Breaking the Chains to Independence and Creating Massive Wealth, which you can pick up on Amazon. Personal finance doesn't have to be complicated, so each episode is intended to make things simple to understand and make you think about things in a new light. We've got another great episode for you today, so excited to jump in. But before we do, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss a single episode. Let's dive in. Today I wanted to talk about New Year's resolutions and how they're really BS. I mean, don't get me wrong, they can be great. And it's good to have goals and to challenge yourself to achieve something you desire. And sure, if you're able to follow through on these, they can potentially lead to some truly big changes in your life. But when you look at the statistics, they aren't that great. And the title of this episode is intentionally provocative. I want this to be thought-provoking and really challenge the way people view resolutions. In this episode, I will share the facts and figures behind New Year's resolutions, reasons why they are BS, and better ways to go about achieving your goals. So raise your hand if you've ever set a New Year's resolution and by the time the calendar turned to February or March, you would already fail on your resolution. I'm sure most of you probably have your hand in the air right now. You can go ahead and lower it now. We see it every year. I mean, go to your local gym in January and it's usually crowded with people looking to get fit. Come back 2, 3, 4 weeks later, it's cleared out. And don't get me wrong, I love when people get serious about getting fit. It's one of my passions in addition to personal finance, and it's always crazy to me when I see this each year. It's hard to find open equipment when I go in January, but come February or March, it's back to only the regulars at the gym. New Year's resolutions aren't a recent thing. In fact, the practice of making a New Year's resolution has been part of human history for over 4,000 years, when the ancient Babylonians would make promises to the gods they worshipped. Over the last several years, the most common resolutions have been around health and wealth. In fact, according to Ipsos, of all those surveyed who said they were making one or multiple resolutions, 51% said they wanted to manage finances better, and an equal amount said they wanted to adopt healthier eating habits. People use the new year as motivation to take control of their health or their finances or both. And this is admirable and should be applauded. However, studies show that only 8% of Americans who make a New Year's resolution actually keep them all year, and a staggering 80% have failed by the start of February. Research shows that 60% of Americans take the time to make a resolution, but of those 60% who do make a resolution, once again, only 8% follow through. That's millions of Americans who are unsuccessful with their resolutions. That's wild. And according to Strava, they found that the second Friday in January is the most common day for people to start giving up on their resolutions. So we know that people do fail on their resolutions. The statistics are all there. But why do people fail? Why can't they carry it through the whole year? I think there are certainly a number of reasons that could be playing into this. But at the end of the day, most of this stems from 3 primary reasons. First and foremost, according to clinical psychologist Dr. Joseph J. Luciani, most resolutions fail due to sabotage caused by a lack of self-discipline. Discipline is such a key trait in life, and it'll be hard to achieve any goals without it. After all, it's easy to be motivated, but motivation alone will not get you where you're trying to go. I think New Year's resolutions are so popular because the new year is a chance at a fresh start, and people tend to feel very motivated once the calendar rolls over. But self-discipline is what will help you last in the long run and allows you to stay committed to your goal. Those days when you don't feel like doing something and you lack that motivation, self-discipline will make sure you get it done. Discipline is based on logic, whereas motivation is based on emotion. Emotions change every day, But self-discipline will make you work for your goal when you don't want to. Self-discipline isn't something you just flick the switch and all of a sudden have. It takes practice and patience, so this may take some work. The second primary reason people fail on their New Year's resolutions is that their resolutions are too broad or vague. People may set a resolution of getting in shape, either physically or financially, for example. But what does getting in shape mean? That can mean a number of different things for a number of different people. The broader the goal, the easier it is to back out of it, as there's no real way to track if you're taking steps to achieve it. The third and final reason is due to trying to take on too many resolutions or setting goals that are too lofty or unattainable. You need to prioritize these goals and understand where you are today and what's reasonable and realistic. I personally don't set New Year's resolutions. I did occasionally when I was younger, just because it was something people talk about doing. And I feel like a lot of kids do it just to do it. But when you think about it, if most people fail by February, then they're going to be waiting 11 months to try again at their resolution. If there's something you're trying to achieve, there's no need to wait until January 1st to start working toward it. Sure, it's the beginning of the year, and it's an easy time for people to think about goals, but if there's something you want to change about yourself, there is absolutely no need to wait. Set a goal today. If it's November 10th, it can be your November 10th resolution. If it's March 15th, it can be your March 15th resolution. Set SMART goals, those that are specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. For example, your goal could be to save $2,000 over the next 6 months. That's specific, $2,000. It's measurable. You can track the balance in your savings account each month and see it grow. It seems achievable. It's just $333 a month. It's realistic, and it's timely. You've given yourself 6 months to achieve the goal. So you know the start date and you know the end date. Start small. You're not going to lose 10 pounds or save $10,000 overnight. Whether it's just going to the gym for 5 minutes a day one week, then 10 minutes a day the next week, then 15 minutes a day the next, and so on, or saving $100 month 1, $200 month 2, $300 month 3, and so on. Just build the habit, and as you get comfortable with it, slowly add on until that's comfortable, and then add on again. Rome wasn't built in a day, as the saying goes. Once you complete small challenges, bigger challenges won't seem so daunting. I believe in you. You can do this. Set a goal today that you want to achieve. Make sure it's a SMART goal. And just get to work slowly but surely. You can achieve anything you set your mind to and work hard at. Thanks again, everybody, for checking out this episode. I hope it really challenged you and made you think a bit. We're coming up on the end of 2020, thankfully, and about to start 2021. If there are things you want to accomplish next year, you probably already know what these things are. Why wait? Go ahead and get started today and take that early jump on your goals. There's no time like the present. Start small, keep it simple, and don't try to bite off more than you can chew all at once. I believe in you, so let's go get it. If you like this episode, please do me a huge favor and hit that thumbs up button or leave a review on whatever platform you're listening on. Leave a comment and let me know your thoughts. What are you hoping to achieve? What's keeping you from hitting that? And once again, please, please, please subscribe so that you don't miss any new episodes. Thanks again, and until next time, stay safe and go get 'em.